Hello, thank you for joining us. In this video, we will be discussing first grade Standard 3. This involves growing and repeating patterns in repeated operations, shapes, or numbers. Students who identify, describe, extend, and create patterns in real-life situations. First grade Standard 3 has two learning objectives that focuses on growing and repeated patterns and repeated operations. Students will identify, describe, extend, and create patterns in real-life situations. First grade Standard 3 is part of the big idea of patterning and algebraic reasoning. This big idea has connections to other big ideas such as numerical reasoning and geometric and spatial reasoning. In kindergarten, students were expected to create, extend, and describe patterns and explain the rationale for the pattern. This standard requires students to identify, extend, and create patterns. Students will build on their sense-making with investigations of patterns from kindergarten. This standard continues to build on the foundation and patterning and algebraic reasoning that began in kindergarten and will extend through high school. Students who are mathematically proficient look for patterns. Behaviors of mathematically proficient students include making use of structure and looking for and expressing regularity in repeated reasoning. First graders begin to discern a pattern or structure in the number system and in other areas of mathematics. In early grades, students notice repetitive actions in counting and computation. This leads to their understanding and application of mental math strategies based on patterns. Let's take a closer look at both of the expectations for students related to the standard and how these and other mathematical practices might be incorporated. Within the standard, students will investigate repeating patterns to make predictions. For example, students may look at a number string to determine the next number or set of numbers. In the pattern 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, students would determine that the next number would be 3. Students may also observe a series of shapes, such as triangle, triangle, circle, triangle, triangle, circle. Or students may observe a repeating operations. For example, adding 2 each time with the pattern 2, 4, 6, 8. Teachers should engage students in conversations about patterns. It is important to allow students to share and discuss the patterns they notice. Some students may notice that it has a big shape, then 2 small shapes, and then a big shape again. Others may discuss how it alternates colors. Activities such as this allow students to practice identifying patterns as well as discuss patterns noticed by their peers. Students should be provided multiple opportunities to use tools such as number lines and hundreds charts to explore patterns. Students should have opportunities to identify patterns. Using a hundreds chart can be an excellent way for students to visualize patterns. Students should also be provided opportunities to extend patterns. Tools like these help students make sense of numbers and build connections by reasoning about numbers through patterns. Students should be given the opportunity to investigate patterns found in authentic situations. The Jones family is collecting boxes to recycle. On the first day, they collect 2 boxes to recycle. On the second day, they collect 4 boxes. On the third day, they collect 6 boxes. On the fourth day, they collect 8 boxes. If this pattern continues, how many boxes will they collect to recycle on day 10? After providing students with authentic situations, they should be allowed time to use tools and investigate the situation. There are many children's books that are an excellent resource for students learning about patterns. Reading and exploring literature can be a fun and engaging way to introduce and explore patterns and patterning activities. An example of a sample task for use with this standard can be to allow students to use pattern blocks to create their own patterns, as well as identify and explore the patterns of their peers. The teacher can provide each pair of students with a bag of various shapes. Students take turns using some of the shapes to create a pattern. Their partner will identify the pattern and extend the sequence using 4 more shapes. The teacher should allow students a chance to discuss and share their patterns. Using justified true-false statements can be a great way to engage students in deeper conversations about patterns. Provide students with a true-false statement such as this one. Have students decide if the statement is true or false. Challenge students to justify their answers and explain how they know the statement is true or false. In this video, we have discussed Standard 3, which relates to identifying, describing, extending, and creating repeated patterns, growing patterns, and shrinking patterns found in real-life situations. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
The Georgia Department of Education provides several resources to support teachers with the implementation of Georgia's K-12 mathematics standards. Curriculum maps and interactive instructional units are available to support teaching and learning of the standards. The GADLE Community Platform facilitates professional learning communities for each grade level and high school course to foster collaboration and support across Georgia. All teachers and teacher leaders are encouraged to join the community specific to their grade level or course. Ongoing professional learning is also available and can be found on the GADOE Mathematics webpage. The Mathematics Virtual Specialists provide monthly professional learning opportunities offered by the Georgia Department of Education, and the annual MathCon conference sessions are also available to provide information related to the new standards. All of these sessions are recorded and posted online for teachers to reference on demand. Regional support is also available through the local regional educational service agencies. The Math Mentors at each RESA provide professional learning opportunities and work with schools and districts to support teaching and learning of mathematics. For the most up-to-date information on Georgia's K-12 mathematics standards, please visit www.gadoe.org/mathematics.